Let's have some fun. What's going on, YouTube? It's been a minute since I've cooked on live. What's going on? What is cracking? Thank you to everybody that has subbed to my channel. It's very appreciated. Got some new subs over the last couple of months. I haven't really been streaming on here. I'm more on Twitch. I am a full-time Twitch streamer. I am making some chicken tenders oddly at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. But there ain't nothing wrong with that because it's lunch somewhere. Somewhere in the world, somebody's eating lunch. And that's just a fact. That is just a fact, okay? And then, so what I'm doing right now is I put the chicken tenders in the flour first. Then I dipped it into some eggs. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this extra flour that's left over, and I'll dump it onto the egg bowl, or the chicken and egg mixed together. So I'm just getting those layers up. Getting the layers. And I'm gonna rinse, cycle, repeat. Another batch. And you see, I am using tongs, so I'm being careful. Always use tongs, never use your hands. Okay, throw this away. Now I'm gonna use this other flour that's left over. Here we go. I think the oil is ready to be cooked. Be cooked in. Boom. What I'll probably do is I'll probably add some garlic onto it, give it some flavor. That's what I probably forgot to do. Let's get it right. Let's get it wrong. Let's hit a bomb. Boom, bang, bang, bang. Take it on. Bang, bang. Gotta have some seasoning onto it. Gotta have some flavor. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my controller so I can turn on my Xbox. I love you, Billy.
for my wrestling career, I was going to be known for the Undertaker spot and Rumble. I know now I'm going to leave my mark in the YouTube space, and I'm fine with that. Have you got heat for any of your videos? No. So you have another huge moment with Undertaker when you beat him for the hardcore title. Right. It's crazy how life works out. A year and a half prior to that, I'm a sixth grade school teacher with a The Rock Says bulletin board in my classroom. You still have a real job. I do. So what is the percentage you do versus a real job? I don't think you have a real job. I'm the mascot. Do you still feel like you're a pro wrestler? Yeah, but I'm fine with that. The fact that I'm in there with these superstars, it just blows my mind. All these years later, you still have visual effects from what you did? Oh yeah, my body hurts daily. Cost doing this. Always so good to see you. My pleasure, brother. Number 4. Look how sharply dressed you are. Again, the very first one you and I did, Hamburg, Pennsylvania, 2021. Yeah. I showed up in sweat and a t-shirt, and I hate every time I see any of those pieces of interview just out there. I love it, and I love you for having me, but I didn't show up and look the way I would prefer to look. Well, look at you now. I'm making up for lost time. That was your first interview you had done in years, right? It was, yeah. Were you even doing wrestling appearances at that time? Hit or miss. I would do them. I had not a rule, but a preference. And that was if it was within my house, distance from my house to drive. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. I'll show up. And living in the New York, New Jersey area, it's just, there's always going to be something pretty much every weekend. And I had about a 2-hour limit, and Hamburg was about 2 hours. So, and obviously, just being able to see you, it was funny. I told someone, I was like, yeah, forgive me, I don't keep up with wrestling at that time. And so I told somebody, yeah, I think I'm going to meet with this man's league. And they went, what? Like, they couldn't believe you wanted to talk to me. And they said, no, he's big. You do his show. And rest is history. Glad I did. And at that time, you weren't really on social media. At all. Yeah, you had no presence online. You did the poll at the end. That's right. We did an Instagram story, and you were like, I don't know. I'll tell you something. I haven't told anybody else yet, but I've reserved the username David Hoffman on Instagram. Yeah. I haven't done anything with it, but I have the name. Right. So I did a poll, and I said, should Maiden join Instagram? And it was a resounding, of course, yes, like bring him on. And then you did join. I did. And then you had like 1,000 followers in like a day or something. Well, the biggest thing to me is doing your interview led to the YouTube channel. I know you're not going to take credit for it, but my partner, Zach, you're the one that put me in his mind. And maybe if he doesn't see the interview with me, he thinks of someone else. But definitely, I always say it on my channel, out of sight, out of mind. And I think him seeing me on your channel helped tremendously. He's admitted it to me. Wow. Absolutely. It's just amazing how the world works, isn't it? I'm glad I can play one tiny little minuscule part in that whole thing. But what makes your YouTube channel work is you're just such a great story.
I'm going to add some sugar.
Thank you. And it's true, like on camera or off camera, you have the best stories. There's
some Southern style chicken right here, boy.
Certainly not from here. We've been a part of a few together. Oh my goodness. How great was last year? You and I were at the infamous dinner with The Undertaker. And afterwards, when the restaurant was just empty, a few servers walking around. They're putting up the chairs. Yes. And we're still ordering drinks. I tell everyone, it was like story time in kindergarten. When you circle around and sit Indian style, and then there's taker holding the board. How cool was that night? That was incredible. There was a moment where I just looked around and it was like Undertaker was across from me. Godfather was next to me. And there was you, and there was Midian, and there was 10 or 12 of that total. And I was just like,
all right.
You were like, amazing.
This one's ready to be on the plate.
Amazing. I'm the first ever Tough Enough winner right now. Trust me, I sat and looked at that crew we had that night. And I was honored because of Taker's best friend, Midian and Pablo.
Yeah.
Like those are two of his four guys.
Yeah.
And just to be included that weekend along with you filming, it was just, yeah, you said it earlier. You never know where life is going to take you.
When his co-host at the time, Matt Lyda, reached out to me and said, we'd like to have you.
All right, here's 3 of them.
You know, that's the right person. Like me? You want me on the show?
Do you really underestimate your value in the wrestling space?
This is the Undertaker.
There's no way you're that humble.
This is the Undertaker. He could have anybody on the show, and I was one of his first, 20 guests or something.
But you're the GOAT in this space, in the wrestling interview space, past, present, and future. Yeah, like you're the authority. Like what we do on our channel, it's totally different than what you do. I couldn't do what you do. I couldn't wrangle all the.
Hey man, if I'm boring, I can't help it.
I'd be asking the same damn questions.
I'm just me.
What's it like? Did your body hurt? But you come up with such engaging questions. So of course he's going to ask you. And again, you had your boy in mind, because you're the one that gave Matt Lyda my number to get me out there that weekend.
Well, man,
always thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
Always thank you.
I don't know how true any of that is.
100%.
There's lots of people who do lots of great interviews. At my core, I'm just a curious person.
Take a compliment. Take the compliment. And I think you're too humble, but I think also deep down, you know.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Sit here and be like, of course the Undertaker wants to have me as a guest on his show.
Yes.
Of course. This is going to happen.
That's a good.
Why wouldn't he want to have me on his show?
Honestly, what we do on our channel and what you do, I think it's what the people want. Yeah, of course they want to see the action in the ring. Yeah, they want to see the storylines. They want to see the Rhea Ripley's winning, chasing the title. They want to see Cody, finishing his story. But moreover, I truly believe they care more behind the scenes. They care more about what makes that wrestler, that person they love tick. You answer that.
I think we are in such an era right now. Like a lot of people have grown up with social media. They don't know anything else. They can see right through BS, and authenticity shines through.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes your channel so great. Is like people just know you're authentic, and they know you're just shooting straight. Like you don't avoid anything.
Why? Right. I mean, life is what it is. It's going to work out for you sometimes. Other times it's not. Why act like everything's rosy? Why act like every meal I eat is French cuisine perfectly plated in front of me? Because, I have a hot pocket every now and then too. Why not show all aspects of that?
Have you got heat for any of your videos?
So one question we get almost every video we put out. Shockingly, no.
Not at all.
I mean, none that none I can think of.
Wow.
Seriously, I'm looking at my partner's eye over there. When we did the AEW video, we were, obviously backstage, and I told anybody we walked up to, you don't have to do anything with. And there were a few people that, not kayfabe, but it wasn't like heat.
Yeah.
It was just I prefer not to do it. And our answer is no problem.
Yeah, sure.
We'll cut the footage. But as far as hearing from anybody that maybe we need to stop leaving, not one person.
So if we peel back the curtain right now, you just filmed the video yesterday that's taking 100 finishers.
Well, yeah. Well, 100 was the idea.
Okay, what happened? How are you going to title the video now?
Well, that's why I have that.
That's right.
So,
What's the title of the video now?
Gonna be iconic.
We were
Our
our goal was 100. Just because the numbers game, obviously.
Mr. Beast, she loves to round numbers.
Understand that. It's so.
Yeah, because if you took 61 finishers, it's like, well, that's a big number, but still.
And that's pretty close to what we really. I think on finisher 65. I popped my shoulder out, and it's the shoulder that used to come out all the time. And after that, I went to I tried to do another one, and I rattled, and I couldn't protect myself the way I used to.
What was the finish that popped your shoulder out?
AJ Styles, AJ Styles class. And just when I got Brian Myers was giving it, I was just trying to do any move. He truly is his gimmick. But that move, when you take the bump, if you have shoulder problem, a shoulder that won't stay in its joint because you're falling on your chest and then your arm staying back, and it slid out. It went right back in, but yeah, 48-year-old me can't pop it back in and just go.
You're 48.
Yeah.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
You look just like the Nathan that won Tough Enough.
I don't know about that. I feel 78 today.
What was the most painful move you took?
Powerbomb. Yeah, the powerbomb still hurts. And the choke slam. Choke slam still hurts.
It's just because those are powerful bumps from a big height, right?
You can't fake gravity. You can't fake the impact. Now, we had some submissions, some easy stuff. What's Charlotte's move? The figure four, figure eight?
Yeah.
Back hurts. Yo, for real. Brian, because, we were trying to knock two out at once. Brian put the figure four on me, and then figure eight. And when he bridged back, it was immediate pain. And I was like, okay, no, we got it.
How many videos do you have lined up, ready to go? Do you have a brainstorm list that's up, just ready to shoot?
Damn, these fucking tenders look so fucking good,
right
dude.
now about 8 videos.
I'm just fucking mind blown. That's why I can't say
You
anything.
mentioned Matt Lyda. We recently sat down with Matt a few weeks
Plus, I'm
ago.
listening
That
to the
video is
fucking
2
to
weeks
the
away
interview.
coming out. We did the Buff Bagwell video recently, which was
so good.
Yeah, which was nuts. Buff reaching out to me saying, I'm going to get my leg amputated. Can you come down and film? My mind's still blown about that. But we're trying to do just stuff that's just different with the channel. And here's the best part about what we do, Chris. I'm not afraid to fail. If we put a video out that just does not, we did a TikTok video, and while we were filming it, I'm literally watching it, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what's trendy these days, and it just didn't work.
So you were doing a dance trend on TikTok.
Well, it was wrestling. It was wrestling. Never happened. But there's just some things that I'm not great at reacting to. That was one of them.
Yeah.
But we found out.
Yeah, I don't think it's failing though. I think it's not win or lose. It's like win or learn. So, right? So the video either does well or it doesn't, and you learn from it. I'm sure you guys have gone to YouTube analytics, and that video's a 10 out of 10. It's the worst one, right? It's ranked still is. It's ranked 10th out of the last 10 videos, and you're like, boy, maybe they can change the thumbnail, maybe they can change the title. This one didn't work.
And we'll play with some stuff like that. We also recently did a reaction video, and it was to one of the the wrestling AI videos someone put out. People hated it. But they hated it not because of what we did, but they just hated the whole AI. They haven't grasped that AI is here to stay, and they just didn't appreciate us doing reaction to AI slot.
Yeah.
But again, we learned.
Yeah.
We learned a lesson.
So as we sit here right now, you get 8 ready to go, but then there's just a list of and you start with titles? This could be a great title for a video?
Every video starts with a title and a thumbnail. Every one.
Yeah.
And we have 8 ready to go. We have 4 people in our quiver ready to interview. We're planning trips. Yeah, we're gonna get through the rest of 2025 with pretty easy.
The Buff Bagwell one was such a touching video.
Yeah.
And you did a great job of delivering that story with such empathy. And it just felt very sincere. And I was blown away by Buff's attitude.
Me too.
Towards the whole thing.
Me too.
He did it all with a smile on his face.
Yeah. Still has it. Still is excited.
Incredible.
I think for what Buff has went through the last 5 years, and make no mistake about it, Buff Bagwell put himself in that position. But even still, to go from what he was circa 1990s to the way he is now, I don't think I could go into it with that attitude. I would be in the biggest depression of my life. And he just wasn't. He was excited for new opportunities. I was honored that he chose us to tell his story. The job was easy for me. The job was lead where we need him to go on our end and get out of the way. But the boss going to tell the story.
The thing that's always fascinated me about storytelling, this is, I started my career as a news reporter. You and I could both experience the same thing. We could see a crazy car crash in front of us, and we go back and tell our friends or family about it. Your version of the story is slightly different from my version of the story. Same thing happened. So you're going to start with this and end with this. I'm going to start with something slightly different and end with this. That idea fascinates me of how stories are told. The true line may be the same, but the way that you deliver it might be different. I don't think that Buff Bagwell story could have been delivered any better.
Well, thank you. It's because we all see the world different. And we also get people, when like the Devon comes out with a channel, or when anyone comes out, get people laugh. Maven, is this competition? No, because we all have different stories. And like you said, we can all have the same event, but we're just different point of view. We're going to tell the stories differently. There's enough space for all of us.
Devon gave you so much credit when I had him on the
He
show.
should have. Chris, he should still be sitting here giving, like, you should be like, all right, Devon, we got to wrap this shit up. He should still be.
Nah, I should still be sitting in his house in Florida.
It's mutual.
I could just keep telling stories about saving you.
Unfortunately, that was 100%
That was a true story.
Yeah, I was out of it that morning. I don't remember if he brushed my teeth.
Tenders are so good, man.
I can't say he didn't. I can't say he didn't. He literally saved me that morning.
Which is amazing because he didn't have to stick his neck out for a rookie.
No, he didn't, but I think the more you get to know D, that's just who he is. D's got one of the kindest hearts. He's one of the ones that could have taken me and did at the very beginning of my career. He hated me. I literally, it comes back through Gorilla. I'm standing at the monitor. They just tore the house down. And I looked at D and I was like, this is a great match. And he went, and just walked on. Yeah, I'm like, oh God, he hates me. But he gave me a chance. And a few months later, we were riding together. And for guy turning it going from a fan into a wrestler, that was knowledge that you can't pay for. Sitting in a car with Devon. Just everything he's seen, he was passing on to me. He could start 10 channels, and I still owe him.
I saw his thumbnail and title, and I went, oh, he gets it. Like, okay, he knows what he's doing. Like, the thumbnail was so crisp. I actually thought for a second that maybe it was you guys working together, you and Zach,
Zach helped their guys out. Oh, yeah. The very first time, I think it was probably the second or third video, they got demonetized. And in this space, the moment you get demonetized, it's sold from.
and I'm gonna guess they used some B-roll or too much B-roll.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, the first person they reached out to was Zach. And Zach looked at it and walked them through how getting that straight, or not straight, but that lick. And it worked. So, yeah, use it. I'm happy.
Do you think you might make a video one day about our dinner with the Undertaker?
I would love to.
We could talk for 4 hours about that.
Like the stories he told, we just frankly could not tell. Like, I'll pull the curtain back on stuff. I won't disrespect anyone.
Of course.
And that would be, he tells some stories. That was such a fun night. It was and you talk about my ability to be a storyteller.
Yeah.
Like, how great is Taker's ability?
Unreal.
Who would have guessed?
And that's the thing, he was the Undertaker
Yeah.
for 30 years.
Yeah.
And then when he retired and we got to learn who Mark Calloway was, we're like, man, I like this guy even more now.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the greatest of all time. And he can talk and tell stories like this.
When we were sitting with Matt Lyda, Taker's former partner for 6 Feet Under, I told him, I was like, you did the world a big, gigantic favor introducing us to Mark Calloway. Yeah, because exactly, who would have guessed that guy has more charisma than the dead man we've been rooting for 30 years.
Yeah.
He's so funny. He's engaging. And you could tell he enjoys sitting and doing exactly what he did that night.
Absolutely.
You could tell he was in his happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Cena just won his 99th PLE match when he beat Logan Paul at Clash in Paris. But did you see the odds on my bookie before the match? They had John Cena as the favorite, which means you have a few extra dollars in your pocket if you bet on the greatest of all time. They've also got you covered when it comes to the NFL, college football, baseball playoffs are right around the corner, UFC, boxing. They've even got the Emmy odds on there. And if you're new to my bookie, use my code CBV, and any bet that you choose up to $500 is fully covered. Make your play, and if it doesn't hit, you get it right back when you opt in using your Bet Back bonus token. Bet anything, anytime, from anywhere, only with my bookie. People will remember you eliminating Undertaker from the Royal Rumble. But you have another, you think? You have another huge moment with Undertaker when you beat him for the hardcore title.
Right.
So people remember the Rumble elimination and, of course, that chair shot. But you beating him for the hardcore title, it's a big moment.
It's big, and it's big for me because it was, The Rock. I'm literally, he's got me in the Dragon Sleeper, and you can physically see my eyes looking up the ramp because I knew that was the spot when The Rock was coming out with the chair. And it's crazy, again, how life works out. A year and a half prior to that, I'm a sixth grade school teacher with The Rock Says bulletin board in my classroom. And just a year and a half later, I'm in a match where he's hitting The Undertaker with his finish to allow me to beat him. How does life work out that way?
How loud was that pop when The Rock came back?
It's like, and you've been to shows. Tell me if this is incorrect or correct. I remember I used to go and listen underneath the ramp back when they would elevate the entrance and the stage. I would go under there and listen to everybody's entrance.
That better, sweet.
And all theirs was different. The moment you would hear that, the place would come. It was just a little bit different. And then, even from that glass break, it's just pandemonium.
It's funny how it's like there's a difference between cheering and like a roar. Like, can you feel that?
Sheer excitement. Like,
Yeah.
I'm seeing this person that I've had this on my calendar for 3 months. I've known I'm coming to the show for 3 months, and I'm finally seeing it.
Yes.
And it's just, you feel that energy.
Yeah, and it's almost like a childlike excitement. Because I remember being a kid and like we had a trip to like the theme park, Canada's Wonderland. I would circle it on my calendar. That's 47 days away.
Yeah.
It's 46 days. So, and I feel like we don't do that enough as adults.
No.
Like we don't look forward to things. Kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, but how many times does it happen where you're like, oh, damn, that thing's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All the time. I got yelled at yesterday because I had booked a trip to go on to do some filming in a show. And I told my girl, yeah, I'm going to be, I was like, I'm going to be gone. She's like, no, you're not. She was like, and I completely forgot she was going to be out of town. So, yeah, I should physically put stuff on my calendar a little bit more, but we get to a place, at some point where, and I've said it, canceled plans to me are almost better than plans that come. Sometimes we look to take more off of our plate, and we somehow lose that childhood wonder, that excitement of it's 47 days away. Because I did the exact same thing.
Being a father now has reminded me of how much wonder there is in the world. Because my daughter's a little over 2 years old, my son's 7 months in. They're seeing things for the very first time. And it reminds me of like, oh, actually, there is like beauty in the world all the time. And we're so used to it. It's jaded.
So jaded.
Yeah.
And you're getting to relive stuff like Christmas and the Easter Bunny and birthdays and all these firsts. And you're getting to see it through sheer, unadulterated excitement. That's got to make you feel great.
I'll come home from my kids. I'll be gone for an hour and a half, and I'll open up the door, and she'll go, Daddy's home! And I'm like, oh.
It melts your heart.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the absolute best. And I love how that has reminded me of how many great things there are in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a really cool thing.
When I woke up this morning, yeah, my body hurt. Yeah, I probably was feeling a way I prefer not. But I remember I'm doing it and I'm lucky. Like I'm doing it for a YouTube channel. Like a YouTube channel. That's just crazy to me. So I know you're very big on just what you appreciate in this world. And me too. I'm grateful every day.
I would much rather focus on what I have than being angry and upset about what I don't have.
That's the key to life. That's the key. We learn eventually, and sometimes the hard way, a la Buff Bagwell. We lose everything in this world. Eventually, everything you lose. So appreciate what you have while you have it. Appreciate daddy's home. Appreciate wrapping those gifts for them from Santa Claus in the middle of the night, probably when you're tired, because you know when they come down and they see that tree and Santa visited and you see their smile,
Yeah,
it's gonna make it all worthwhile.
it's the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
With what you're doing now, what percentage of your life is YouTube, and what percentage is you still have a real job?
I do. I go a lot less.
Although we're sitting here on a Thursday morning and you're not there.
I went in Monday and then I was like, I won't be in the rest of the week.
What kind of job is this?
Well, fortunately, I'm kind of more of a mascot now these days.
Are you Mr. Matt?
I'm not. No, I don't have wear the big head. But the business. It's funny. Well, I was talking to Zach about this yesterday. He was asking. The business that we're in, it's a competitive field. Sometimes it helps to. Yeah, we'll have our guy Maven give you a call. Maven, the rest, yeah. And that just might be what it takes to just inch someone.
Are you working in finance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But we work in finance. We work in capital lending. And in capital lending, where my office is, there's 100 other offices within an eight block radius that do exactly what we do.
So it's not another 100 Maven.
Hey, bingo. Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah.
And it's just, if we want someone's business, we want to keep their business. Where we make our money is in, once we lend money out, we need them to come back to us a second.
So do you call them up and go, hey guys, Maven here?
I don't, you know what? I actually find myself now, I have to not text people. Like I was texting Mr. Kennedy, Ken Anderson, and I literally text, hey Ken, Maven here. And I was like, nah, I can't do that.
It's your catchphrase.
It took how long for me to get a catchphrase? And but you talk about it, it came organically. Like I got a catchphrase.
Hey, Billy.
It truly came organically. We're making our first t-shirt
How you doing, girl?
for the channel. Courtesy
I've been
of
waiting
Matt
on you
Lyons,
to come out.
9 line, and our very first shirt. Hey guys, Maven here. That's it.
I'm buying one.
You promise?
I promise.
One sold.
As soon as they come out.
One sold.
As soon as they come out, I'm getting a hey guys,
We originally wanted to do hey guys and then somebody like Chris here or whatever, but it wasn't reasonable. I mean, they go through a process with printing these shirts. He was like, that's not doable.
You did a video, I don't know, a month or two ago, and you just said, hey, Maven here. And people said, this isn't the real Maven.
They got mad.
This isn't the real Maven.
Yeah. I don't know whose video this is. He didn't do his intro.
Who is this guy?
Who's this
bald fraud?
I love it. I love it. I love that it gives something. I love that it gives people something to just get behind, not really look forward to, but I guess they do look forward because they give me a hard time when I don't say it.
We're going to do a super cut of, hey guys, Maven here, in a clip right here.
Right here?
Right here.
I can't wait to see it.
Give us one right now.
I go, hey guys, Maven here. And
Why is that so funny?
It's funny because, obviously we start all our videos that way, but I noticed that my very first Hey Guys Maven here, when we start filming, it's not what the one we always land on. I gotta get 2 or 3 of them out before. Am I wrong? Like Zach's like, go. It's almost like I gotta get in the I don't want to say character, but get in like where I'm
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the percentage right now, YouTube versus the real job?
70-30
On
YouTube by far.
YouTube, 70%?
By far.
When is it gonna
Well,
get
think about this. 2 weeks ago, I was gone for 10 days, filming in Atlanta with Buff, then in Savannah with Matt, and then we drove down to Orlando and filmed for another week.
I don't think you have a real job. Who,
Again, I'm a mascot. I'm the mascot.
who says, yeah, take 10 days?
I'm the mascot. Fortunately,
So good.
my team there, they have been as supportive.
I wish I could share with my viewers.
Since day one. Yeah, they're happy with me.
Do you think though that it'll come to a point like you just hit 700,000 subscribers and congrats, it's incredible. Do you think it'll come to a point at 1 million or 2 million or 5 million subscribers when you go, the job's great, but I don't need to go in?
I will always hold a little bit of just loyalty. And I might get to that point where I'm not, you're not gonna see me anymore, but if you need me, I'll be there. Like a few weeks ago, we had every year in New York, they had what's called the Broker Fair. That one, the governor called me up and he's like, listen, I need you. I need you to represent, and 100%.
What does your business card say?
I wish I had it. It's what's my title? It's a made-up title, but it's it's something like something manager, like project manager or whatever. Yeah. Bad mode on. Somehow, some way, I bad mode on.
Do you keep that job because
Get out of here, Bella.
There's a
Don't get burned. Go.
idea that I have, like maybe this is fleeting, right? Maybe YouTube could go away at any point in time if the algorithm changes or if the way that AdSense changes. It can all go away, but finance is always going to be.
It does scare me. I'm not gonna lie. It does scare me. I just
Have you a hot dog?
lose everything eventually, and they were loyal to me. And I just believe if someone's loyal to you, you give it back. They've always been good to me. They've always been understanding. Even before we were doing the channel, if I needed to, fly out somewhere for a show or whatever, there wasn't a how long you're gonna be or what. But you really have to go. So okay, when you coming back? I think when you meet good people in life, keep them by your side. Don't get rid of them, and especially don't get rid of them just because you think you've made it beyond them, because life is a funny way of humbling us. Very funny way. And I'd rather have more people that help and want to see my growth than are waiting for my downfall.
So
What was
good.
the original goal when you started the YouTube channel? Was that
$5,000 a month. I said to myself, somehow bring $5,000 extra dollars a month in, it will change my world.
that's a big goal because I think that for a lot of people it's like, can I make $1?
Yeah.
Could I think AdSense is a threshold if you at $100 get paid out, $5,000. Did you set a time limit for that?
I thought if I can be making, we're splitting everything, 50-50. And I said, for 5,000, that we're making 10,000 on this package.
That's a good living.
Yeah, and it's just where I was at, $5,000 extra a month would have just changed my world. And we were doing that month too.
Month two.
I was probably research half.
How long do you think you get to 100,000 subscribers?
100,000. It was a few months. Because the last time the second interview when that was when we were, I think, around like 56,000 subscribers. The channel had just began, but it was starting to pick up traction. Our videos were doing better as far as the number of views it got and the click-through rate. It advanced before our subscribers come out. And once you start getting subscribers up, more come. And now, we was about video, I think we did like 4,000 new subscribers in a day. And you said it, and it's accurate. It's hard to get someone to subscribe to YouTube. It's not easy.
It's a crazy thing because I say this all the time, but people watch YouTube like there's a finite number of subscriptions that they can have. Like they hold these like, I can only subscribe to 3 channels this month. Right. You can subscribe to literally every channel. It costs you nothing, but it helps the creators so much. Yeah. And it's amazing how many people will watch this video and never subscribe. Yeah. They won't even check to see if they're subscribed. They'll just go, it'll pop up in my algorithm good.
I was returning something at Best Buy yesterday, and as I'm in line returning it, two people came up and love the videos. Happy to see you around here. Yeah, 5 minutes up the street. No way. And then I'm like, okay, you like the video? And they said, oh yeah, like what you did with Boss. And I'm like, are you a subscriber? I was asked, are you a subscriber? And you just try how honest they are. They're like, nah, man, you just pop up on my feed. And you're right. It's the button. Yeah, I know.
Because I turned it into like a fun thing, especially on the podcast, the audio version. I'll be like, hit a superflex on that follow button. Hit a drop kick on that follow button. So right now, Nathan says the most devastating, most painful move is a power bomb. So hit a power bomb on that subscribe button right now.
Please, love it. I love it. I try to shy away from asking for that just to be different. I know everyone does it, and I know how tempting it is to say that, but
I still rarely do it on YouTube.
Yeah, I never wanted to be that guy that's going to hit me. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I just never wanted to.
Like that voice again?
Yeah, like that. I'm not doing a radio voice against you.
Oh, that's so
That's class. I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, like Chris's radio voice was literally perfect.
We could do an entire hour.
Yeah, we could.
7:19 in the morning.
Yeah.
I used to work at radio.
I can do that. You can tell. Hey, there's no traffic out there. There's no train mattresses on the highway. 45 minutes to the past the hour and 16 to the top of the hour.
All right, y'all. Have a great night.
You get a chance to take your daughter that